You know what? Finding people is a little harder than you think. NERDSoul. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bring you that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, oh yeah, we about to get into another wonderful episode of Movie Review. And today we're going to talk about none other than The Nice Guys. Man, oh man, is this a fun movie that I did not expect. And since this is already out on home video, I'm sure you guys have seen it. Everyone else has seen it. This is going to be a spoiler review. So, before we even get started, be aware that if you have not seen this movie and you don't want to know about this movie, you should definitely pause this, stop this, save this, watch later, whatever, because I'm going to basically just be running through some of my favorite moments of what I really enjoyed about this film. So, let's do this. When it comes to this film, one of the biggest things that really stood out to me is just the Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling kind of like dynamic. Those guys work together very well, much better than I thought they would. Like when I saw the trailers, I was like, oh, okay, cool. This might be an alright movie. And it ended up being a lot of fun. They're funny together. They have a great chemistry. And on screen, they really shine through this, man. There's so much comedy in this that you don't see it coming. Even with the trailers, it kind of shows some comedy, but you don't see and expect the comedy that you're going to get. Also, with the opening scene, they let you know that this is going to be rated R and this is not for the kids. And we'll get to kids later because kids is one of the reasons that this movie doesn't work for me. But what does work is you have a very funny ride, a fun trip. These guys end up kind of looking for the same thing, end up joining forces, but just the way they relate to each other makes this movie for me. I mean, you're dealing with being a private investigator with Ryan Gosling looking for this girl that's dead, but they're not sure if she's dead because the lady that's looking for her is like, I've definitely seen her alive. Now, the thickness of her glasses allows me to believe that if anyone saw her daughter alive, she saw her, or was it her niece? I can't remember, daughter or niece, but trust me, if you see this woman's glasses, she can see, she done seen it, all right? If there's anything to see, she has seen it. You have the search for her, in clubs and different parties, through the streets and just trying to figure out where in the world this girl is, if she's still alive. Well, guess what? We find out that she's not. And the young lady that's close enough to kind of like be around her story is on the run because someone is trying to kill her. And that someone that we find out later is a large plot twist in the end. And that's where we get a lot of mystery and morality and, are you a good man from Ryan Gosling's daughter?
Am I a bad person?
Yes.
The mystery of who is this girl? Where is this girl? Why can't we find this girl? And then finding out that she herself is wrapped up in a bunch of just crime and governmental stuff that spins her life out of control. But before we move on, let me remind you, you can find me on Black Hollywood Live. That's right, the first online network for African Americans. And you can find them online at blackhollywoodlive.com, where you're going to see celebrity interviews, after shows, sports talk, geek, nerd, tech, and all that. Man, and if you want to see more than just their blog posts and their weekly updates, you can check them out on YouTube at youtube.com/blackhollywoodlive. Now, with looking for this dead girl who used to be in porn that, unfortunately passed in the beginning of the film in the opening scene, you have just a crazy take on what the government will do to keep certain things under wraps. And when we say certain things, we're talking about huge plans as far as big government, big business. And, you got these sort of hippie types trying to make a porn film that then also describes what the government is doing with the mafia and with the crime mob and all that stuff to kind of continue their stranglehold of power over people. And just the direction in this film is just fun. It's paced real well. There's a lot to get from this movie. Even the reveal of the young lady's mom that's coming after her that works for like the CIA or whatever is just cool to see how we're just falling into this story and really just going along with these guys. And the trip that they take us on is whimsical, it's crazy, it's wacky, and for all that good stuff, minus some stuff that I don't like that I'm gonna get to in a second, I'm gonna go in and give this movie a straight standard, good, solid score of 3 stars. You know, with a movie like this, it's a small film, it's well directed, you got some great acting, some real funny scenes, you know, from shootouts to just remarks between Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling's character. There's a lot of fun in there, but unfortunately, with this film, and this is something for me that always gets on my nerves, the child actor in this is always put in situations that normal people would be killed in, but since it's Hollywood, the kid is never in danger, and I just, every time I see something like this, it always bugs me. And it's really nothing against the actress. The actress is cool. It's just the character and characters like her. They're always, you know, they're always right. They never really get in trouble for disobeying their parents. They never get in trouble for making bad decisions in general. And the plot armor is just too strong on characters like that. And I mean, it happens in other movies. It's always centered around this kid. And, you know, they're never really in real danger. And it lessens the stakes for me, and it takes me out of the story. And it took me out so much that I had to drop the rating. But I think this film still has enough for you to have a good time. Like, I really do. I think between the porn or crazy porn scenes, and between the comedy, and between the chase scenes and the fight scenes, and the horrible relationship that Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe character has, I think this movie has enough for you to enjoy it. So would I say that this is something that you probably should have ran out to the theater to? Nah. But since it's at home on streaming, you can catch it, I think, on HBO Go, and it may be on Netflix, I'm not sure. But now is a perfect time to watch it. You know, Saturday afternoon, you ain't doing nothing. Check out Nice Guys. I think you'll really enjoy it and have a good time. But it's just not high enough on my list where I say that maybe you need to rush, stop what you're doing right now, and check it out. But it's definitely, you're gonna get some laughs. So, hey guys, I know you've seen it. I hope you've seen it if you haven't seen it. I've tried to stay spoilery, but not crazy spoilery if you haven't seen it and you're still watching now. But jump down in the comments, holla at me, I'm gonna holla at you. Let's talk about The Nice Guys. What were your favorite moments? Mine were definitely the first meeting between Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling's character. When dude just comes in and starts beating him up, like, I don't even think he even said hello to him. I mean, he probably did, but besides that, he just comes in, starts beating him up, and it's funny from there on out. But guys, holla at me in the comments down below, and we gonna keep it moving. And don't forget, before you bounce out of here, to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right, you can check me out right there. All my videos from the oldest, the newest, the latest, greatest, and all of that. And then hit up shop.ThatNERDSoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt player. And don't forget one, for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that nerd soul. That's right, there's no better way that I can tell people that you like what you are watching. And my shout outs go to LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please, be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And remember, if you are a private investigator, do not get wrapped up between the government and the mob and porn and criminals. It's too much. Peace.